One of the things I love about Mill is that it tends to have a way against most decks, including aggro decks, right? You think that a mid-range strategy that focuses on dealing with your opponent's library is not really going to have a chance against something that tries to one-shot you with a hammer or whatever. But it has a lot of options in terms of being just as fast, or especially grinding them out with their own tools. When it comes to the Hammertime matchup, it's one that's generally favored for Mill, especially just because of its low CMC with a card like Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Now, this is relatively common knowledge. The deck doesn't really have a good answer against this card, so it tends to opt for Spell Pierces to try and beat it. It can't necessarily increase its mana value, but of course it can with some high cost equipment or whatever, but it's not really a long-term solution. But there are situations where you do end up grinding against this deck, especially when they play like a turn 1 Esper Sentinel or turn 2 Esper Sentinel. One thing I want to highlight with this game coming up is that Esper Sentinel is a good way to flip your opponent's advantage against them. Recall that the ability on this card forces your opponent to draw. They will not draw if you pay, but regardless, if you do not pay, they have to draw. It's not a May ability, which can, be to your advantage. Those are cards that you don't have to mill. If you happen to take out the hammer, if you happen to take out another creature that you're worried about, what do you care what they draw? Because you're going to have the answers in your hand to deal what's coming your way. Hope you like the strategy in this game. Let me know how you like to tackle the hammer matchup. Are we starting things off not with a great look? I don't like this hand. My opponent does what though? Do they start with 7? What if I need to push off the start? I'm gonna keep it. This is a bad keep, but my opponent's kept their 7, which worries me about a turn 1 play. I mean, I have double fatal push. If they have something to do in terms of graveyards, I have surgical, I have a Hedron Crab, I have visions. So I have 3 looks at a land, potentially 3 looks. It could be 2 if I have to use a fatal push, but potentially 3 looks at a land. Now the conversation is my opponent is playing a little bit slow, so who knows what they're going to be doing. They don't seem to be doing a whole lot, and I love it. And they are going to, I mean, I'm just going to pass through, honestly, but let's see what they play, right? Like they could be doing some wild stuff right off the rip, so I just got to be ready with surgical. Does not look like they're doing wild stuff that I can hit with surgical. So let's we could hide the game log. What are you doing with Canopy? Siggy. All right. Okay. So they had a good keepable hand, never punished. I have never ever been punished in my entire life with 1-land keeps. In the comment section down below, I want y'all to tell me about the last time I was punished for a 1-land keep. You're lying. I've never been punished. Yo, this is no, I'm about to lose. Yo, this cigar is it. I'm about to lose. Okay, all right. Everyone needs to relax. We got the Pure Steel Paladin now. All right, everyone, let's relax here. We can do some damage. So let's see if we can't find a hammer. First and foremost, let's see if we can find a hammer. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, not a hammer. I do have to fetch shock though. I need a fatal push. Oh, that hurts. Okay, well, kill the Pure Steel. Don't have a Tasha. I was thinking, like, should I take out? I was like, should I kill this and surgical this just to take out the high CMC? But I can't really predict when I'm gonna draw Tasha, so let's just kill this thing and be done with it. Truly. Ginger Broof, the aid is unfortunately there. I could take like Esper Sentinel, but I feel like an Esper Sentinel would like help at the end of the day, honestly. All right, so we know a hammer's in hand. We know a hammer is in hand and a hammer is playable. That's all I need to be concerned with. They're not playing. So I don't have much experience with green white. I don't have much experience with green white, so I don't believe we're going to be seeing a Spell Pierce, but I mean, they're playing Springleaf Drum. Okay, so that's fine. They've searched. I have no archive trap to take advantage of, unfortunately. I have multiple ways to interact with this. Oof, Tasha's. Okay, all right, well, There's that Tasha's draw I was talking about. So they don't have a way to like really equip it, right? So I kind of have to kill that now, right? Kind of kill this now. And then just have to hope to block. Because I don't know if they have enough mana to do all these shenanigans, like equip to this, reactivate to stop to like get flying back. Because for those of you unaware that are watching this, so when a creature gets equipped by the Colossus Hammer, they lose flying, but it's funny with Inkmoth Nexus, you can actually reactivate the Inkmoth Nexus, undoing the layer, and then it gains flying again. Okay, so they have blue. Okay, they have blue. Am I about to get like murked? I can't block it, so rip. Is there like anything that I might as well cast it? I don't think there's anything I can draw to really stop that. Nah. All right, cool. That's fine. Quick games. Let's go against this matchup. Do they bring in Emrakul against me? Look, I know a lot of y'all mill players have been having a lot of success with mill recently, so I'm not bringing in Graveyard Hate, and I hate all of y'all if they bring in Emrakul against me. I'm just saying, I hate all of y'all. I'm going to take out Spell Pierce in this matchup, which is kind of weird, but I don't see myself being particularly reactive. I could actually, Damnation's kind of sus too, to be honest. Damnation kind of sus. How do I play this? Like, actually, a little bit of removal, bring in a crypt. I think bridge is cool, but like, bridge is cool. Bridge is cool. I just don't know how, like, look, it's been a minute. You can tell it's been a minute. You can tell it's been a minute. I need to like actually re-up on my mentality here. I think I play a surgical game and just like beat him with Tasha's. I have a good amount of removal. I think that's what I play to. I could take out a drown. I could take out a fractured sanity. I don't know if I actually get that out. I keep archive trap for sure. Like I could bring in bridge and go like bang bang bridge. I don't really want to lose that though, so fractured. I could go bridge. Go low on hand count, right? Like the high CMC stuff. This type of stuff's gonna get stuck in my hand though, so yeah, I'll run it like this. Why not? Yo, honestly, I'm on the play, but like there's no black source for my drown. I am on the play though. I'll try it. I have looks at it, so why not? Like I truly have looks at a black source. Okay. C Chrome Koosta. Okay, I will just Fractured Sanity then. Okay. I will just Fractured Sanity here. This could be just a series of bad keeps here. Ooh, they only kept a one lander. Interesting. So they kind of just like relied on me to help them a little bit. Well, they're not really gonna get that right now. So that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. That buys us some time. There you go. We actually milled them of like 3 straight lands. That is crazy. Okay, so I'm not too mad actually. Like, okay, I definitely like throw out this Tasha's though. Like they might draw a land off of it, but I 100% throw out this Tasha's. No, I don't care to pay for it. See what I get out of it. I mean, yeah, 23 cards for 3 mana is pretty hot. So they're gonna draw 2 cards off of it. And they're gonna draw a third off their draw step here. They very well could draw a land. I'd be surprised if they didn't, but I mean, we're off to the races. Orvar. So, read a... Interesting. Lavinia's funny. Lavinia's actually hilarious. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, if they drew a land, look out for Spell Pierce. I don't know how much I can play around Spell Pierce, so I think I just like throw out my spells. Unless it's unless it's removal spells, then I can play around it a little bit. Yeah, Relic's fine. Relic's fine at this stage. I think I'm just trying to be like hyper aggressive. So they'll swing. I block one. Yep. That's fine. Get your damage in. They don't search, and they very much could. I don't know, like depending on how this game turns, right? Like it really is like what are my priorities right now? I mean, if they're showing me Relic, I'm gonna make them draw cards. This could be a little aggressive, but I'm gonna make them draw cards. Okay, that is nice. So if I can take out the hammer here, I'm in a good spot. Because I have Extirpate versus the Relic, which is actually kind of big. But I do have to fetch Shock. So I'm going to go to their next turn. I'm actually then going to cast the Extirpate, causing them to draw 2 more cards. So essentially in this game, I've caused them to draw 6 cards so far, which is 6 less cards that I have to mill. I'm kind of in the driver's seat, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, and at this point, let's give them a draw. Or, yeah, give them a draw. They might like march. They have another, oh, I guess not. That's fine. Let's see if I can't find something. Okay, perfect. So, go to their draw step, Colossus Hammer, and now they can't interact. So they're definitely like showing me they have, they're definitely showing me, and I don't actually want to prevent this. I want them to draw the cards. Remembering that it gives them more options and stuff, but I mean the idea is, oh, interesting. You have 2 hammers post board. Oh, interesting. So you have 1 Spell Pierce. I mean, I know it's in hand. It's fine. I get to see what's in here, but yeah, I mean, Tasha's wins this, but they have a Spell Pierce in hand. I don't exactly want to get into a counter spell war with an aggro deck. That's not like, I'm not bringing in my Spell Pierce. I don't think so. I don't think bringing in Spell Pierce is what we want here. It's nice in game 1, but I don't think, especially next round, getting into a counter war with an aggro deck. Ugh, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure they're tempo to win that. So I think we're okay generally. They play land. Okay, that's fine. Two hammers post board. I milled them both. Ooh. Okay, not the Extirpate I was looking for. I was hoping to get them down 2 more cards, go to 15. Next turn I play a spell, they go to 13. My Archive Trap wins. Right? Like that was the kind of math I was going for there, but okay. Or at least whatever, right? Like you get you get them to 14. You get them to 16 maybe. There's like a hammer in hand. You get some level of value, like you're getting them to quote unquote discard a card, like, stuff and things. So they're going for an attack. They don't. Interesting. I will block. That's fine. You do you, boo. I mean, sure. Use the blacksmith. Yeah, that's fine. That's just like damage that's not coming my way. Yeah, whatever. The crab dies. Okay. Sigarda's Aid. I can't see anything, truly. Like, a Sigarda's Aid is gone. The blacksmith skill is gone. Like, what are they playing at instant speed? Whenever you cast an aura and equipment spell, like, it's just Cauldra. Like, what do you... Okay, I guess Reality Chip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess you're casting that. But right now, they're just holding up Spell Pierce. Right? So... Okay. Interesting. So they have one Spell Pierce in hand right now. Do they have a Spell Pierce in graveyard? No, I probably... Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, they have 4 Spell Pierces post-board. In terms of the Cauldron Complete, I'm not really getting that, so... Like, Sanctifier on Vec? I can't even get that. There's nothing, like, that's really worth taking right now. With the Surgical. I don't think, anyway. Okay. Like, I could take the Urza Saga, but... Even then, like, whatever I want to take, like, their Relic is just protection for it, so... Okay. Trigger that. Probably play another Saga. I'll play the Flooded Strand, that's fine. I'll take. If they do anything funky, then that's fine. End step, I'll drown one of these. Get them to draw some cards. No and no. All right. Nice. Okay. 1/8 gone, and then the Flooded Strand. Like, I know all but 1 card in their hand. Why do they have 7 cards? I have 8 here. Like, bruh. It's probably the other Sigarda's Aid. Okay. All right. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. If they want to get tricky with me, they can. That's fine. So they activate that. I will push that. That's my first spell cast. You can draw your card. No, you can draw your card. That's fine. So they're gonna go to, yeah, they're gonna create here. Okay. You're gonna tutor. Right. Then I have my archive trap, right? So in response to Pithing Needle, hit him with this. No. Hit him with the archive trap. And perfect. All right, next game. There you go. Right. So just the idea of taking advantage of the Esper Sentinels, right? We've gotten them to draw. I think the math came out to like 9, or I think it was 9 cards over the course of that game. Makes a difference, right? Like, that's almost a glimpse in terms of cards that we make them draw. So it all kind of comes through in the end. And again, once they're back on the play, I personally do not like the Spell Pierces. I think there's argument for them when they're on the draw, but yeah, I mean, especially that we see that we don't need graveyard hate. The Crypt Incursion is nice there. Obviously, the Tasha's is that's the card we want. Now, if they're gonna go to 2 hammers post board, like, okay, they could 5 ahead me here, right? Like, they could bring them back, and like maybe they want to find them on the play and they bring them back. But is there a point to me taking out these Extirpates? I actually probably should take out Surgicals. Surgicals are going to be probably like, I don't really want to be losing life technically, so should I bring back 3 Spell Pierce? Yo, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Like, yo, I'm actually just a straight up clown. I don't know what I'm doing. Yo, I'll mess with Spell Pierce. Why not? I had that whole talk at the beginning of the sideboard there, and then kind of convinced myself out of it. That's fine. Okay, I mean, this is similar. Yo, watch, I'm gonna get punished here. I said I never get punished, but I'm gonna get punished here. I'm gonna keep this just off the basis of like the double removal spell and Ruin Crab, so it like buys me some time. They very well, they mulligan once. Yo, they brought in 13 cards for their sideboard. Nah, and it's working for them. Yo, I hate it. Yo, they brought in 13 cards. I hate it. No. Nah, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. What do you have? Why are you paused? Yo, Mateus F34, why are you paused? You don't have something to do. You don't lie. Don't lie. Okay, all right. I was like, maybe something being said in chat. Don't lie. You don't have nothing to do. All right. Play this out. If it gets prismatic, we have the one with better defense. I have to fetch shock here for, you know, because if I don't draw another land, I need a black source for, even if it's like an island, I need a black source for the push, right? So there's not much I'm doing to get around that. Oh, the giver. Okay, well. I mean, I think I have to attempt the push, right? At least. Is this right? Let's not get too funky with it. Let's hit him with 3. Let's hit him with 3. So here's my plan, right? We're gonna mill him for 3. I'm gonna play the Rune Crab right now. I don't like this giver. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't like this giver. If they're gonna threaten me with Spell Pierce, then I'm gonna make them. If they threaten me with Spell Pierce, I'm gonna make them cast it on their turn. Which is actually, thinking back to this is a mistake because they could give this protection from blue, play Sigardizade into hammer, and like, I mean, I don't necessarily lose. It is a lot of resources. I could push it next turn. Okay, I don't know. It's a thing. It's a thing that they could do. It's a thing that they could do. Interesting. Okay. Get your damage through. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. I don't like, because I'm not in the driver's seat here, right? Like I missed a land drop here. Before you draw a card. I mean, you're gonna draw a card anyway, but. No, because I'm gonna save that for a Visions. Spell Pierce it. I want him to use it. I want that Spell Pierce gone. They have 4. I get that, but I need it out of their hand. I need it out of, yeah, okay, good. I need it out of your hand. No. I'll just draw a card now. That's fine. Tap me out. They lost a land on that one. Yeah, so they're gonna have another one. That's fine. As for Sentinel, they'll play out their hand. Okay, all right. So I don't know. I think it's in a slightly better place, right? Like we are okay. Maybe not. You may look at the top card of your library. You may pull a land and cast spells on the top of your library. Yeah, I'm not too pressed. Let's pass through. The Archive Trap should probably go through. I have 3 blockers right now. Urza Saga kind of comes down. They're gonna play another land, so yeah, they're gonna be able to kind of bait me a little bit with the Spell Pierce potentially. Look, if they attack, if they go combat spell, yeah, like I'm gonna go to blocks. I'm naturally like I'm gonna play into this combat spell. I'm gonna make them cast spells. I want to know what's in their hand. I'm gonna make them cast spells. Okay. Okay, sure. All right, bit of a fake, I guess. Or I don't know. Is this deck playing gut shot? Yo, is this deck playing gut shot? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, I saved my spells. I'm cool with that. So they'll activate. I'll do this. I kind of want to confirm if there still is a Tasha's or not. I'm gonna hit him with this. Okay. So took some cards out. None of the hammers. Two of the spell piercers are gone. Do they have another in hand? So essentially it's like, do I spell pierce here? Like if they went, they don't have giver. So it's not like I'm gonna get got by that. They don't have a flyer. So I think if they have the spell pierce, I'd rather them use this on, I think I would rather them use this on the Tashas. They'll draw some cards, that's fine. I think I'd rather them do this. It looks like they're just F6ing through, which is not correct, because in a situation like this, you actually could potentially, like after drawing a card, you could find, wow, 24 cards. You could find like a spell pierce off the top, and then like you kind of cast that, and then you actually draw the next card. Like, you want to be careful with reality chip in a situation like this, right? So for all my hammer players playing mill, so it's just to be clear, off multiple triggers of Esper Sentinel, right? Like you can look at the top card of your library at any time, as long as oh no, but as long as it's attached to a creature. Sorry, okay, you know what? Forget it. It's not in this situation, but as long as this is attached, you can play cards off the top. So if this was attached and they found like a spell pierce, they would be able to kind of use it in between the draws. But that wasn't the situation. I thought the clause was when it's like unequipped. That's fine. Okay, that is a 4/4. I mean, they have 22 cards, right? Those 13 cards are helping them, because if it wasn't for those 13, there'd be a 9 cards right now. 9 cards and 21 cards is a big difference. That is huge. 9 cards and 21 cards is a massive difference. Like you're a little, like 9 cards with 3 crabs out, like you're a little bit more in that kind of panic situation. Because one land drop, like if you're not winning it that round, like one land drop kind of stops you in your tracks. So I will give it to them. It is kind of working for them here. It's unfortunate that, you know, playing against an aggro deck, they do have all these cards accessible to them, so they are going to play that. Just to, I guess, buff their construct token. Right now, you know, especially without a Sigardizade out, I really only need to block 1 creature, that construct token. In the end, I don't even really need to draw. Okay, so they're going to march. That's fine. Gonna march for 2. They're gonna Lavinia. So each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana values greater. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because I can cast like any of my 3-drop spells. I can't cast the top deck Archive Trap, which is, I mean, I couldn't have cast it anyway, to be fair, but. Okay, so I take 6. Right, because if I draw land, I win. So I block. I block. Right? Take the 6. Okay. Oh, and you would have been nice if this was like a surgical. I could have actually fatal pushed. I could have fatal pushed on this turn. Surgical next turn, force them to draw. That would have been nice. Truly. All right, well, I am going to fatal push this sucker. That needs to go. No doubt about that. Yeah, and yo, you think I'm preventing any of those draws? Nah. I mean, it's really my only out at this point, right? Like, I have to force them to draw. They have 1 card left. I have to force them to draw, right? Like, that's all this is. Unfortunately, I can't double cast here, because even if the spell gets countered, these aren't May abilities. You have to draw the card. You have to draw the card. It's coming down a little bit of RNG. Obviously, there are some decisions that I could have made a little bit better earlier in the game and whatnot, but yeah. So we'll block here. We'll block here. Yeah. Yeah. So what does this do? I mean, GG's, right? GG's, we got there. Yeah, perfect. All right, yeah, so you're taking advantage of those Esper Sentinels. They may not necessarily be the most important thing to kill at the time because of that value they provide. Look at how many cards we got them to draw over the course of every single game. Keep it in mind. Sometimes this matchup is about grinding. It's not just about the Tashas. Cool.